Exiles, this is BEG with another POE 2 video. Today I'm going to tell you how I solved the mana issues for Cast on Crit on my Ice Strike Invoker utilizing Cast on Crit with Eye of Winter and Sniper's Mark. The issue with this build is that it would drain your mana way too quickly, sometimes bringing you from full to zero even with a rather large mana pool and a lot of investment in mana and mana regeneration. A lot of people who saw the build talked about having issues with mana, and I was having them as well. However, the thing that I was able to do, and this is without using anything on the tree to help solve my mana problems, I'm not running conservative casting, I'm not running mental toughness, and I can now fully maintain my mana through the pinnacle bosses. The reason I was able to do this is simply by taking a look at the mechanics on Cast on Crit. And one of the things I noticed is that, of course, you get 1 energy per power of enemies you critical hit. Unique monsters always have 20 power. That means you're always, on every single critical hit, going to be casting Eye of Winter on a boss. And in fact, you'll often be casting it twice if you're just using Eye of Winter, because it's 1.1, so you have 11 energy, which means you'll be casting it an average of 1.9 times per attack, and considering you're hitting twice per attack with Ice Strike and Charge Staff, as well as once you drop Tempest Bell, and that's hit by both of those along with Eye of Winter, you'll be instantly hitting for 25 times. You're going to be proccing a lot of Eyes of Winter really quick, draining your mana. The way we kind of deal with this is by increasing the overall energy cost of the skill. Now, with just Eye of Winter and Sniper's Mark, we're looking at still only 16. We need to get it over that 20 mark. One of the things I noticed is, of course, we need to add a skill in order to do this. However, that's just going to add to the mana cost as well by having an additional skill. However, Sniper's Mark has a 2-second cooldown, meaning it's not going to proc all the time. I thought, all I need to do is add another cooldown skill. So I simply put Frost Bomb on here. This adds 0.8 seconds to the cooldown, which is 8 more energy cost, putting the grand total of the entirety of this up to a nice little 24 energy cost, 2.4 seconds total cast time. And because Frost Bomb, and by the way, the 29 mana, you can get that even lower because Frost Bomb is available at level 1. I just didn't have a level 1 uncut gem and didn't want to go get one. But you absolutely can use a low-level Frost Bomb, even lower mana cost, and it's only going to trigger once every 3.5 seconds while still adding its cast time to that energy cost. This functionally means that instead of every attack triggering Cast on Crit, you're now going to trigger it with every other attack. That cuts the mana cost in half. And with half mana cost, especially with the amount I've invested in maintaining my mana with Leech, with flat mana, with mana regeneration rate, and of course with a good mana flask along with rolls on my gems that will increase my mana recovery from flasks. With all of those factors, I can drop some of that. I don't actually need as much mana anymore because now, as you saw in the intro video, I very, very easily maintain Cast on Crit. The other thing to note is that after this next patch, they are fixing the fact that Eye of Winter can proc Cast on Crit itself, meaning we will be able to get rid of Controlled Destruction, which will essentially free up a slot. So one of the things that can do for you is not only can you run Cast on Crit with 1 less gem slot now, including this version that improves the actual mana rate, but if you do have all of your support gem slots unlocked for Cast on Crit, you can run something like a Frost Wall. And Frost Wall is going to also have a cooldown of 3 seconds, but it has 3 uses. You're going to churn through those right away. But using a low-level Frost Wall, not only can that potentially tank some attacks here and there and help you with your freeze buildup, as it has 50% more freeze buildup, but it will also increase that energy cost to a grand total of 32, I think. And that's going to also help when you're clearing out large breaches, slowing that down, because you'll instantly trigger the 3 Frost Walls, then it'll be on cooldown for 3 seconds, and after that, you'll have a much higher energy cost and not have an issue. The last thing you can do is actually just run Cast on Crit at its lowest possible level, rather than running a level 19, which will lower the energy gained as well. And between all of those factors, you should be able to maintain your mana with a little bit of investment going forward with this. I just wanted to put this video out to help people who are having trouble with this. Hope you enjoyed. Hope that you enjoy the new patch and that this helps you out. This has been Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and I'll see you next time. Bye.